Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of R5 Adventures, Diving with R5, all that fun stuff. If you had a garden, you know that peppers, like banana peppers and that, can really get out of control. That's not a bad thing, but it's a bad thing if you don't have a way of preserving them so they don't go to waste. So today I'm going to show you how to pickle banana peppers. These are probably going to be the cold preservation where they last about 2 months in the fridge, so you can use them on salads and that. I don't think I have enough to justify canning them, but you can follow canning procedures and can them as well so they stay better longer. But I don't have enough to do that long term, I don't think. So let's dive in. Now, as you see, first and foremost, I got about 20 banana peppers here. You're just going to cut them into rings. I do de-seed them as I go, so if there's seeds, I try to get the seeds out. Most seeds are going to be towards the top of these rings, so just kind of cut down. Now we're getting to the seeds. You can leave the seeds, it's really not going to hurt anything. Sorry, I got kids that are being loud. Like I said, I've got 20, so I'll probably have like 1 container's worth made. So it's just probably not really worth going through the process of preserving it completely. But you still get like 2 months from this way of doing it. I'll take the top off first. The end of growing season, I'm sure most that are gardeners and garden can say this is the busy time of year. You got a lot to do, a lot to try to preserve and save, and the transition, and this gets to be a very busy time of the year, but I love it. I love it. It keeps me busy.
Fire! There's actually a fire.
No, there's not a fire in my house. Well, people are hearing him say fire, fire. Now you have to make the brine. For the brine, you're going to need white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, celery salt, there you go, or seed, not salt, mustard seed, and sugar. That's over here. So first you're going to need 1 cup of sugar. So we got 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to just put into our pot over here. We need 2 cups of the apple cider vinegar and 2 cups of the white distilled vinegar. We need to do 2 of each of these. And I'm putting it into a pot because this is going to have to be brought to a boil. So do 2 of those, that's a teaspoon. And then we need a teaspoon of mustard seed. For this step, you have your sterilized jars. I am going to actually pressure can, or not pressure, but water bathe these because I started thinking about it and I don't want to have just a huge jar in the fridge. I don't have the space usually to store it. And this will actually give us some peppers we can use throughout the year. So you want to put your peppers in up to a 1/2 inch of headspace. Keep a little bit of headspace at the top there. Just cold peppers. No need to cook them. Once you have it all in the jars and your vinegar mixture basically is boiling for a little bit, you're gonna go ahead and add the liquid into the jar. I did as well do some jalapenos that I had that were gonna go bad otherwise, as well as some serrano peppers that were also gonna go bad. So I might as well use those up. Hate letting the stuff go to waste if we can use it. So you're just going to add the liquid into to the top. I might have to make more liquid. Wasn't planning that when I made this because I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do a big jar and just put it in the fridge. And then that would have been more than enough liquid. But then as I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I might as well can this so I have some good, fresh peppers all year long. Well, not all year long. It probably won't last all year. but at least a good chunk of the winter, I can pull some out for different dishes. Or snack on them even. So you're going to use the canning tool and just kind of go down the side. That way it pushes any air bubbles out. Frees up that little bit of space. Actually freed up enough space in this one where we might be able to add some of those banana peppers into there instead of having that last jar. You can tell which ones are the hot peppers because they're a darker green. Now you're going to want to wipe off the rim if you get anything on the rim so that they seal. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be able to take some of the stuff out of that jar and actually use it in some of these other jars to fill them up a little bit more. So then I don't have that one jar that needs the pickling juice. That's an awful lot of pickling juice for one jar. Take one of the rags I already pulled out for this exact thing. Just gonna wipe the rim. Make sure that you don't have any juice or anything that ended up on the rim. And then you're going to put your sterilized lids on to the cans, the jars. Now one of these banana peppers I'm just going to keep cold because that was the whole purpose I was originally going to do. So I'm just going to keep this one cold. They will keep for about 2 months. The rest of these, as long as you can them, they will keep a lot longer. Now to water bathe the pickled peppers, pickled banana peppers, you would submerge them fully in the water. Make sure the lid is underneath the water. And you're going to let it come to a boil. You'll put the lid on the pot and let it boil for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you turn the heat off. You take it off the heat source, take the lid off, and let the can sit in there for another 10 minutes. Then you're going to take it out and put it on a towel. Do not just put it on a counter because that extreme heat change could cause the jar to crack. And let it sit for 24 hours and make sure that seal does not pop back out. And make sure the lid itself is tight and not coming off. Take the ring off while it sits though, because you don't want that pressure from the lid, from the ring, pushing down on the seal and causing it to pop prematurely. I'll show you when it gets done. So there you have it, guys. There's the finished product of the pickled banana peppers. You take that ring off, like I said, so you don't have the pressure on the upper seal, so it doesn't pop prematurely. And then to check it, just make sure that there's no air bubble up here that causes the popping sound. And then just kind of lightly pull on the lid. Make sure that there's no hissing, no popping, it doesn't come off. As long as it's sealed, it is good to go for at least a year. Some people store longer, but you're good for at least a year. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.